Back in the ARPANET days, registration information contained administrative contact information that was associated with the network's time-shared computers. Today, registration information is collected from registrants by registrars, and it's associated with internet domain names and IP addresses. When someone registers a domain name like mywebsite.com, the registrar collects the name of the registered owner, that is the person we call the registrant for the domain name, and contact information about people in other roles. The registrar will also collect or record other details, such as how long the registration has been in effect, when it was started, when it expires, etc. All of the data related to the registration of a domain name is stored in what we currently refer to as a Registration Data Directory System, or RDDS. There are multiple registration data directory systems, each with different access rules and governance. The registration process for domain names goes through organizations that are called registrars. As I said, the person registering the domain name is called the registrant. Registrants interact with registrars when they want to use the domain name. There are thousands of different registrars all around the world, some very big, some very, very small, and some of the registrars only serve particular communities. So there's actually quite a lot of diversity among these organizations. In the early days, when registration information was related to the administrators of the time-shared computers, it was published in printed directories. In 1982, the Internet Engineering Task Force, that's the IETF, developed the WHOIS protocol to provide this contact information digitally over the network. This protocol made all of the information related to a registration publicly visible to anybody for any purpose, anywhere, and at any time. This information was enormously useful for people who want to find out who's responsible for a domain name, for people who want to make an offer to buy that domain name, to understand who's responsible for the content on a website associated with the name, etc. These may be people in law enforcement, intellectual property attorneys, or organizations involved in anti-abuse cases. The WHOIS protocol and information that can be obtained this way has evolved incrementally to what it is today to address modern challenges that could not have been anticipated in the early design. Project JAKE addresses these challenges. It considers today's needs and uses and how we might design a registration system for these purposes. It also looks at how registration data directory services might evolve in the future to provide both greater functionality and greater privacy protection.